Today we're answering questions about
when to travel to Australia post-COVID,
how to make friends whilst traveling,
and our favourite non-touristy places. Hi, I'm Darryl from Welcome to Travel.
Hi, I'm Adam from Welcome to Travel, and this is Ask Travel. This is a place for you guys to ask us questions about traveling, and we will answer them for you.
So if you do have a question, comment below or follow us on Instagram at welcome2.travel. Adam.
Yes.
I'm going to start off with a question to you. This is from our Instagram, actually, from Liam Hammond. When the borders open, do you think a working holiday visa will be worth doing straight away?
Yes. Thanks, Liam.
Good.
Absolutely, because basically when the borders are open and we're ready to go over here, which we can't wait for, by the way, it means it's going to be safe. Everything's going to be up and running to a semi-normal level, if not a totally normal level, but it'll be COVID safe. Hopefully there'll be more work opportunities, and there's so many rural work opportunities as there is now. But if you just wanted to travel at first, on the first part of your working holiday, then yeah, we envisage everything will be open to as close to normality as possible. There might be slightly reduced numbers. So, for example, our trip normally has 22 people on. We might have to run at maybe 14, 16 people, but we'll still be running, still all the same experiences. And yeah, I'd say it's going to be worth doing straight away. Yeah.
And like for me, for us, just being in lockdown and not being able to travel, I can't wait to travel again. I'm just can't wait. And the way Australia has handled COVID in a way, in comparison to other countries, it is very safe over here, like comparatively, I would say.
Yeah, it could be literally safer than a lot of people's home countries, which is why a lot of our travellers that have been over here already chose to not go home because they felt safer here. So yeah. So basically, Liam, what we're saying is as soon as the borders open, we'll see you soon. Cool. Darryl, I have a question for you. This question is from, I'm going to check I'm saying this right. It's from Rianne Trees, I'm going to say. Darryl, the question is, what is the best way to make friends traveling? I'll be asking the wrong person.
Perfect.
Make many friends.
Why? Because I haven't got any friends. No, it's a good question, and I suppose the first part is making sure that you're in a similar situation to like other like-minded people. So say, for example, if you're going traveling and you're going to an Airbnb straight away rather than a hostel, you're going to be really isolated and alone, and you're not going to be able to connect with one another. So first off, put yourself into that situation where you are going to be meeting like-minded people, whether it be like in a hostel, on a tour, like we do at Welcome to Travel. But even if you're in the hostel or like on a tour, you need to be very like open to a conversation. And just like a very common question which you get asked when you are in a hostel, like, oh, where are you from? Where have you been? And then all of a sudden it just opens up to a whole bunch of opportunities. One great thing which I find like with our Welcome to Travelers is because they're all very open, and more than likely it's their first time traveling, is that they're having these conversations, and they may arrive on a Thursday, Friday before our tour, which our like meet and greet starts on a Monday. But because they've already had these conversations, they're already a group, and they're very open and very like-minded. So the best advice I could say is just be open to a conversation and put yourself into that situation where you are going to meet like-minded people, and never say no to an opportunity. Always, and be open to a conversation. I've said that a few times, haven't I?
You think people should be open to a conversation?
Let's just put that down. Open to a conversation. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Also be
that's about right.
Open to speaking to people that you might not normally consider would be part of your normal friendship group back home. Like something I always find really interesting and I love seeing is on the Monday when we do the meet and greet, might be people that from totally different backgrounds. There could be like a 10-year age gap, so many different life experiences. And then at the end of the week, they've chose to go traveling together because although they've got nothing in common on the surface, they actually have loads in common in terms of maybe like their mindset, what they want to achieve, their ambition, their traveling goals. So that's actually, being open to a conversation is, the key. So it's good job you said it twice.
Yeah, I love on the Mondays after the meet and greet, and there's like maybe a few people like really close friends straight away. I'm like, oh, how long have you known each other? And they're like, oh, 3 days. I'm like, all right, I thought like you went to university together, but no, I've just clicked straight away.
Yeah, that's
right. I'm gonna ask you a question now. If you were to go to a remote place off the grid, I imagine in Australia, where would you go? And this is from Charlotte Whelan, who we've had on our tour, who's also from Yorkshire.
Hi, Charlotte. Good question, Charlotte. Off the grid, non-touristy place. So I like that because it's something we kind of try and encourage at Welcome to Travel, and our tour in general is not so touristy. Like the 2-day getaway we go to a place where tours don't really go, and the inclusions we have, it's very like unique tour. You can only do it on our trip, so it's kind of what we're all about, and we do customize everyone's trips when we look at their travel as well. So good question. I would probably pick Cape Tribulation because, and I only went there this time last year, and I pick it because it's very, very different to probably anyone that comes over from Europe, North America. It's going to be different to your kind of your homeland and what you're accustomed to. So in terms of the wildlife, there's like cassowaries, there's basically anything you can find in like a tropical rainforest because you're in the world's oldest rainforest up there. So the weather's extremely different. It's got amazing beaches, but it is its own little community that is actually off the grid. So it's run on generators, and it's a really interesting place. So, and you've got the Great Barrier Reef on your doorstep as well. So I think that's a different place. The Cape Tribulation is North Queensland, about 3 hours north of Cairns. And that would be the off the grid spot that I would recommend. Question.
And there are tours there as well, but I wouldn't class it as touristy.
No, exactly. Like there are tours there, great tour. People like Uncle Brian's go up there, which is an amazing tour, but it's not touristy at all. Like absolutely not. Yeah.
I suppose I'm gonna answer that as well because I quite like that question.
You said it, so I don't need to ask you it. You can just answer it.
Yeah. I really love a place in Victoria called Wilson's Prom. It's the most southern part of mainland Australia, and there's only like a couple of tours which go down there, like 1-day tours, but you can go down there, and I've done this a few times where you just get a backpack, put a tent in it, and make sure you've got like 3 days worth of food and water, and you're doing a coastal hike. One time I did overestimate underestimate actually how far one place was, and so I was hiking for like 15 hours, which was not good, and like 32 kilometers in a day with a massive backpack on, but like the most stunning views which you could like ever dream of, with all these remote beaches, and you might have like 8 people in the campsite as well that night. And because when you do that hike, there's no road there, you need to like hike in and hike out. So that's really off the grid, and you don't have any phone signal for a few days, but it is stunning, and it's only 3 hours away from Melbourne.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Can't wait to go back.
Don't underestimate the requirement of booking a campsite on Easter weekend either when you go to Wilson's Prom. I can't stress that enough on Darryl's behalf. Great. Good answer. Wilson's Prom is amazing. Yeah. I would like to be there now.
And so, yes, as we said earlier on in the video, this is like Ask Travel, where we answer your travel questions. So please ask us below, follow us on Instagram, and maybe subscribe. I don't know where it is yet, maybe over here. But yeah, do you have anything else to say, Adam?
No, you've covered that expertly.
All right, thank you. All right, we'll see you next week.
Cheers. Thanks, everyone. Bye.